Miami Gardens. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Miami Dolphins. Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and we are underway from Miami. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Throwing on first down. Rosenthal. Got a man. It's De'Ami Brown complete. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Ago over Cincinnati.
Yeah, they held them to well under 200 yards of total offense, and in today's NFL, that's a feat to be proud of, especially with the emphasis on offense and what we're seeing each and every week, that great creativity and usual productivity.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. Off play action. Rosenthal. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And this one is incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try to throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Now a handoff running through the middle. And he'll push forward for a couple to the 34. The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards.
As much as I praise teams for being true to who they are, in this situation, I wonder if maybe they outguessed themselves a little bit. 3rd down seemed like an obvious passing situation. They chose to run it and didn't get anywhere close to 1st down.
Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught inside the 35. It's a big play there for Miami. And even 50 yards. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too. They go play action here on 1st down. He's able to get it to Coleman. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Mostert going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk. Again, it's Mostert. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
A loss of 2 on the play. It's third down and goal to go.
Back to throw here. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Kyle Rudolph. His first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. From the end zone comes Chris Claybrooks to return. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down. Looking to throw. Rosenthal. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Noah Igbinoghene. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Completes it to Coleman. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. He'll look to throw. Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle. And the Dolphins are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
That's good for the Miami Dolphins. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
They'll set up a throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. A run with Mostert up the middle, and he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Raheem Mostert, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year, and the Dolphins have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Sanders now to add the extra point. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. And that flag accepted. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Jeremy Chinn picks it off. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll set up to throw. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now back to throw. Tyreek Hill's got another one. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. From the 7, it's 2nd and 5. They'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Tyreek Hill. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Well, PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. And they'll accept that penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Berrios now from his end zone. And he's going to be taken.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
A shotgun snap and again to ETN. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. On 3rd down, Rosenthal. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And the Dolphins are going to... Possession of the football. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That's going to be caught by Waddle. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that will bring up 2nd down. Looking to throw. Caught on the slant. Touchdown, Dolphins. Boom, Milton from 10 yards out. And the Dolphins are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the rout is on here in this first half. To the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Okay, ready?
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. The offense on third down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and a mile.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Second and 3 from the 9.
He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away but could not. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack. And it's 3rd down.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
On play action, they'll throw. That is caught by Waddle.
Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle,
A 16-yard touchdown.
and the Dolphins open the lead up to 34-0.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And a rout is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best of the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Now Willis on 1st and 10.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. From just shy of midfield, Willis. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Jaguars. Braxton Berrios, 49 yards.
And the Jags are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. And Johnson's extra point up and good.
And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one.
Went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 43. And the slot man goes in motion left. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted.
It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here at their own 33.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. On the move to his left.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Barton, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10, Willis. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Jeremy Chinn picks it off. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. So the interception there, and Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. They'll throw now on the final play. Steps away to his left. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill as time expires in the first half. And the Dolphins will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that as he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. Fields this way up at the 17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And going deep for Hill. And it's intercepted.
Picked up by Andre Sisco. And the Jags are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
From his own end zone, here's Willis.
Catch is made here by Irv Smith Jr.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
They took a real chance there, throwing deep from their own end zone.
Yeah, just think about it this way. If you take that shot, which they just did, you're giving those pass rushers an extra chance to get you. Your escape hatch behind you is gone because the end line is there. Yet at the same time,
and nowhere to run for Willis. He goes down.
Emmanuel Ogbah in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Throwing on 2nd and long.
Willis.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones.
And the Dolphins will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive...
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
He'll drop to throw.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw.
This one incomplete. Probably should have been picked. A little nonchalant with the throw to the safety valve, but it's 4th down.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw.
This pass complete to Melton. And he will have a Dolphins 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. 20!
And they're going to get this down inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Back to throw again. Flush to his right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
They'll look to throw again.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
This is caught. Touchdown! Tyreek Hill. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 16 on the season.
And the Dolphins have taken a 6-touchdown lead.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
Berrios going to bring this out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception.
Jeremy Chinn picks it off, and the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football.
Well, they definitely figured out something defensively at halftime, Charles.
Boy, they made an adjustment, didn't they? Or they showed him something different. I'm not so sure it's that as much as maybe he's just been impatient and forced the ball a little bit. In any event, as you noted, back-to-back interceptions thrown.
Flushed out right. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 31 yards.
And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
They're just looking at the scoreboard and where we're at in the third quarter. I don't know that it's going to matter much at this point, CD, but these small runs on the ground, they're not going to get it done.
No, they're not. And right now, the guys stopping the run have been superior in this ball game, giving them no openings, no seams, and now they've got this game well in hand.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
This defense just continues to bottle up that ground game. And look, I mean, the deficit right now for this offense is so big that it might not matter. But you're still in the third quarter. They're probably going to have to try things through.
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked up by Caleb Farley. And the Dolphins are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
Here's Mostert.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make them.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown.
Raheem Mostert with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Dolphins stretch this fourth quarter lead even further, and they are closing in on win number 12 of the season.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Taken at the goal line.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds. They've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne, and he's got it to about the 40.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Back to throw, Willis.
And now here's another interception.
Picked up by Keon Crossen. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense can very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. They'll set up to throw.
Over the middle and complete to Waddle.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a 1st down to boot. They're going to look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Up huge on the scoreboard, and they're still trying to add to their total. That shot doesn't connect, but I don't think it'll dissuade them from attempting another one.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Danielle Hunter able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
And the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Again to throw, Willis on 2nd down.
And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but
returned by the defense, that's 2 points for them, but he identified an open target and put it right on him.
4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
They go play action here on first down. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Derek Stingley picks it.
And now off to the races down the right side. The 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. And they turned the pick 6 into a pick 8 with that 2-point conversion.
I love how you upsell. That is outstanding right there. What a big-time play. Big switch in how this game was going, and then they capitalized a little bit on top.
And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side.
And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And going deep for Hill. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
But not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
Taking it about the 1. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Jaguars take over first down. They're on the 17-yard line.
Let's go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Willis looking to throw on first down.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
On the jump.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Here's Willis, 3rd and long.
He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Keon Crossett. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
On first down, he'll drop to throw, escaping the pressure right.
That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively. That's 2nd down. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone
under pressure, and down he goes. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. They'll look to throw. And going deep for Hill. And now here is another interception. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
One final try here for Willis.
And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield.
And the lopsided affair finally coming to an end. And really no shortage of big plays for us to examine, partner, on offense or...
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted. East Coast and 6'4's hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in them trenches. It's no distance. Neither one play games when swinging for them fences. We want the finer things that's expensive. They hit them either close range or at a distance. If God's for me, why bother? I got my game from the Godfather. Top of the food chain, rock bottom. And handle my business when it was my problem. Jeep. Flossing with a gold chain. I got my Turkish rope with matching gold things. Bomber jacket in the winter, it's a cold game. I met some East Coast up in Spokane. Some of the realest in this dope game. I got my curly top looking like special ed. Clean fade on the side, bumping that red head. Clean tags when I ride, ducking the feds. East Coast, they get that bread. You put the, you end up dead. Them West Coast, they leave that spring. And now you got probably your dread head.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted.
Still trying to the riches.
East Coast and 6'4s hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
With the business, West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in them trenches. It's no difference. 4th and inches. I'm finna hit a lick and handle business. I got her down, she real vicious. Rockabye, baby, no witness. This is not even a conflict. You on nonsense. Got the same way in Brooklyn and Compton, but with that gang, they make a profit. On top, stay poppin'. Look. See, I was the high school slick Rick, I was styling. Fat gold chain with an African medallion. Hip-hop connoisseur and rolling 20 gripping. Rap game real tight, freestyle was magnificent. All about the clout and all about my dividends. Them older couldn't tell me different. I need a roundaway girl to let me. Showtime at the Apollo. I'm about the bottle. Take 2 and pour out a little for my who won't live to see tomorrow.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted.
You spent your whole life trying to blow up, but Elohim never had time for donuts. The beat gon' have no time for cold cuts. The game like big fish came to Jonah. Yeah, I'm still independent, ain't sold 1 million records. Yeah, used to be on my checklist. Big diamonds don't need a necklace. Look, we built the sound like it's double speed Tetris. I cannot build without God in it. We built the sound, you can't copy this. I never brag, it's just confidence. I never rap for your compliments. I wrote this one for the so for the trucklet dice. I don't follow trends. Run it up. Sit that with my chest. Run it up. No, I will not bend. Run it up. Gang time in it. Gang time. I don't follow trends. Sit that with my chest. I will not bend. Gang time. Run it up. 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 Run it up, run it up. You gotta put in that work, dog. I put the kingdom first. I know that you gotta wait for your turn sometimes to build something really sustainable. Work on your catalog, so the day that you finally pop off, they'll see it's not just a once-off. You put in time, the harvest is ready, it's ripe. I thank God for the payment, that's a solid foundation. When I finally make it, I'll give God all the praises. G.O.D. who conquered evil forces. I don't trust in chariots or fortresses. Yeah, I walk by faith. I don't follow trends. Run it up. Sit that with my chest. Run it up. No, I will not bend. Run it up. Gang time in it. Gang time. I don't follow trends. Sit that with my chest. I will not bend. Gang time. Run it up. Run it up.